Well, good morning and rise and shine, and welcome to Live at 6:05. I'm Dr. Amy Nussbaum. Welcome to our Friday edition this week. So thankful for Friday. So I hope you are too. But today we are diving into a topic that impacts every part of our life, and that is leadership and influence development. Whether you see yourself as a leader at work or a leader in your family, your community, maybe your faith walk, the truth is this: leadership is not about a title. Leadership is about influence and the way you communicate, the way you live your life, the way you serve. It all shapes the lives of those around you. So, leadership, again, is more than just a title. Leadership begins with self leadership. If you're like, I'm not leading anybody, well, the truth is you are leading yourself. Before you can effectively lead others, you have to lead yourself. And that means that you have clarity on your vision in life, managing your emotions in life, and living with integrity. So very important. John Maxwell says the hardest person you'll ever lead is yourself. And it is very true because it's easier to see the struggles and the imperfections of other people, and it's harder to look in the mirror and decipher, where do I need to make changes? Where do I need to learn and grow? Growth as a leader starts with daily choices, and those are choices in discipline, personal discipline, being consistent every day, making the same choices, being consistent, and commitment to your own personal growth, not just skating through life, not learning and growing, but truly committing to that daily growth. Because many people, when I coach, they're like, I want to do personal development. I want to grow. I want to learn and grow. It's like, okay, well, let's talk about that. What does that look like? What daily habits does that look like? And sometimes that's a struggle for folks to start implementing those small daily tasks in their life. But the thing about influence, it flows from service, not from position. People don't follow titles. People, they follow trust. Who do they trust? Influence comes when others know that you care and when you add value to their lives. When you start serving without keeping score. We're just here to serve others, to give back, to be a listening ear, to be an encourager, all of this. We are not keeping score, hoping that others will then reciprocate that. It's all about what we are giving to others. Jesus himself models this perfectly when he washes the disciples' feet, showing us that true leadership is grounded in humility and in service. How can I help you? How can I, serve you today? What can I take off of your plate? How can I ease your struggle? Sometimes it's just a listening ear, but sometimes it's like, here, let me take and do this. Let me run with this for you. Whatever that looks like, being there to serve other people. That's what true leadership is about. It's not about telling people where they need to go and what they need to do. It's all about serving others. And communication creates a huge impact. Your ability to communicate with others clearly, authentically, with compassion, that will expand your influence in just immeasurably. Great leaders don't just talk. They truly listen. They ask questions. They connect with people's hearts, not just their minds. The more you learn to communicate in a way that inspires other people, the more your influence, it will multiply. So again, it's that communication piece, being clear, not beating around the bush, not being passive aggressive. If you have a struggle with one individual, don't send an email to the entire team. Send it to that one individual. Sit down and have a conversation, because the thing is about email and text messages, you don't hear the inflection. You don't sit down and see somebody across the table from you, and you see the body language, and they can truly hear that you care, instead of just this very in a box email or text message. So growth multiplies growth. When you grow, others around you will also grow. It's that your leadership isn't just about you reaching your goals. It's about empowering others to reach theirs as well. A good question to ask yourself each day is, who can I lift up today? Who can I encourage today? Who can I help equip today? That's how influence compounds. It's all about that service aspect. And when our ship rises, then others will rise with us. So here's your challenge for today. Identify one area of leadership that you want to grow in next week. Yes, we're up on to the weekend. We can think about this over the weekend, but what is one area that you want to grow next week? Maybe it is self leadership. Maybe it's getting more disciplined in your morning routine so that you're checking things off and you're not in a hurry. And there's a whole book on, like, make your bed, because that's a sense of accomplishment. You did something first thing in the morning and you're setting yourself up for success for the rest of the day. So maybe it's communication is the thing you really want to work on. Practice active listening, hearing other people and saying, okay, so it sounds like this is what you need from me. Is that true? Is that correct? Am I hearing you correctly? And then, just listening for that feedback and responding, and then do the thing. Just go and do the thing, because so many times people will say, I got you, I'm going to do this, and then they don't. And then it's like, well, I should have just done it myself. So maybe it's also service, finding one way to add value to someone else's day. Maybe it's a quick little handwritten note. Take time and, buy them a soda and say, hey, you're doing a great job, and just leave it on their desk. Everyone's situation is different. Just be that encourager and just go do the thing. Leadership isn't about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about showing up every day, showing up today, showing up tomorrow, and showing up with purpose, with influence, and with impact. So here's the thing, you guys. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear what area of leadership you are focusing on this week. Either drop it in the comments or shoot me a quick message. I would love to hear that. And I would love to cheer you on and follow up with and say, hey, how did that go? And if you are ready to go deeper in developing your leadership and your influence, personally, professionally, spiritually, whatever that might look like for you, I would love to connect with you and talk about what one-on-one coaching might look like, because together we can build a plan to grow your impact. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm so excited for the weekend. I hope you are too. And I'm excited to hear how you are aiming to change your leadership next week. So have a great weekend. I will see you Monday. But until then, remember, you are made for more, and go light up this world with your purpose and with your passions.